women don't understand or women didn't understand. As a nerd, what is that? What is that they say today? The math ain't mathing. The math ain't mathing. As a nerd, our math is different. Our math is different. All right. I'm going to tell you what I've noticed when it comes to women. When you meet a woman and her perspective and narrative is to get you to think that she is and her perspective and narrative is to try to get you to believe that she is, oh no, I'm different. Oh well, he did this and he did that. Nerds, our math, we use a different math system when it comes to love. And I will continue to use that math. It has worked for me for 56 years. Listen, I was married. And if I'm married to my wife, as I was living with the Tia LaShawn Bradley, once they decide they want to go outside of Yah union and invite somebody else in and use that as I got them now. Because listen, part of my math is, as the young brother, I used to say, I'm going to go get my big brother. That's in this little kid form. I'm going to go get my big brother. That's what if you're not an oldest, you wouldn't know what I'm talking about. If you don't have 3 brothers and you're the youngest, you wouldn't know what I'm talking about. So I would say, I'm going to go get my brothers. My protection. So when a woman say, I'm taking you down to court, you're now their enemy. They're looking at you as the trouble. They're looking at you as a problem. They're looking at you like, oh, whatever. And you don't equate that yet. So allow me. So when my ex-wife went down to my first sergeant on me, it was like, I'm going to go get your first sergeant. We equate that different. When she went and did that, see, this creature thought I was going to handle her telling my first sergeant on me like I was in our marriage. Sucker for love. Because what she was saying was, he a sucker. Yeah, he a sucker. I got him to marry me soon. I got a kid. I cocked my legs open at 16 to a 40-something-year-old man. Yeah, I was a hot ass. I was a hot ass. Yup, and he, because you got to understand something. When you give a hoe good treatment, your math ain't mathing. They say, I wouldn't do this to me if I was you. This is what they say to themselves. I wouldn't do this to me if I was you. Heck no. So when you decide you're going to just throw caution in the wind and you giving them sucker math. Oh yeah. So I went and told your first sergeant on you, and yeah, I was getting subsidies for my son, and yeah, you was paying his daycare, but you a sucker. Yeah, you a sucker. That's right. Yeah, you nerd. Yeah, you ain't no street dude. You don't know game. Oh, on the contrary. This is what you got to think. This is why when all y'all be calling me up, I be like, wait a minute, there's more. And then they go on for another 20-minute spill. And then I was spreading both my cheeks. Yeah, I was spreading both my cheeks, but they said, spread them wide. And then right at my ass crack, it ripped. I ripped my ass crack because I ripped my crack when I was spreading them, and then okay. So let's. Oh wait, there's more. How? My ex-wife went one time. When she invited somebody to her thing, one time. Mom, one time. When they called me to the orderly room and my first sergeant got him in my butthole, He said, dismiss, go back down to the motor pool. Y'all know the story. I didn't go back down to the motor pool. I went home. I grabbed the Camaro that I brought for her, took it out to Rancier Boulevard. I called the divorce attorney, asked him how much is the divorce. He said non-contestant it'd be $500. He said non-contestant it'd be $500. I needed that, and I needed to get my rims. I sold the car, got that. The next day, I went up there, gave him the money, told him I'll be back tomorrow to get the divorce papers because I'm going up to Chicago to serve him to her personally. One time. The reason why my ex-wife didn't see none of this coming, because she thought once she went to my first sergeant on me, I was going to handle it like the corny boy, the sucker for love. Oh, the sucker for love, Chris. See, this is what y'all got to understand. When your woman does wrong, she's looking for you to handle it like the sucker you was when y'all was in a relationship. But today's topic is being a nerd saved my life. So that she didn't realize the second she went to my first sergeant, the guy that she knew, gone. Now I'm dealing with this strategically. I went here on her. Came up with my plan. October, November, December, January, February. 4 months later, we was divorced. She found out in May. She went to my first sergeant in October. I filed for divorce, I think like the first week of November. Yeah, because first week of November, because November, 90 days later, I got divorced. Ironically, February 14th, I got my divorce. Got my divorce, and she didn't find out about it until May. I got my divorce February 14th. She found out May. Caught her completely by surprise because she said, oh, he's a sucker for love. Oh, yeah, I'm just going to do that. I'm going to get the money, blah, 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 blah. The second she did that, I said, no, divorce. Being a nerd saved my life. I'm telling y'all. The unfortunate thing about all the women that tried to do me wrong is I can articulate everything extremely well. I can remember everything like it happened yesterday. I'm an intellect. I'm a nerd. I said being a nerd, man, it ain't being, I'm not doing it the dumb way. I'm doing it the smart way. If you do anything, you want to do it like me. When I hear about billionaires having to give their wife 300 million, I'm like, how did this happen? How did you fall for that? How? How is this possible? When I'm protecting the nothing funds that I got, how did you divorce this creature and she's walking away saying, I'm gonna cash you out now? Every woman that cashed me out heard, yep, you got nothing. That you know the Price is Right. When you get the wrong price, that's what you hear. When you hear the you know, that's what happened. You cashing me out? No, you walk away from me. Nobody cashes me out. It doesn't happen.